Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Rome on this beautiful sunny Thursday. Good morning, everybody. So, where are you from? I'm in Rome, and this morning is so beautiful. The sun is out there. It's soaking everything up, rejuvenating the city. Where are you from? What's the weather like? Today, we're going to have a lovely conversation about body image. Have you all had your coffee yet? I think I'm on my second coffee. Maybe it's my third. I can't remember. Okay, so hi, Luca. I remember you. Luca is from Bologna. It's sunny. Oh, wonderful. How are you doing? What's the weather like in Turin? Alice. Do I say Alice or Alice? What's the weather like there? Here, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. The sun is just making the city look amazing, especially when there's nobody walking around. The streets are empty. So it's a very special, I don't know, it's very special. It's sunny also. And in Turin, I can imagine in the big piazza and the big square, there's with nobody about, it must be very serene. Okay, guys. So today we're going to talk about body image. I hope you enjoy it and pick up some new words and we work on your connectives. Shall we begin? Okay. Right. Oh, Luca, hi. Yes, I had a coffee. I'm working from home and in the same time I attend some webinar of Mayas. Yes, the best place to be. Wonderful. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to talk about body image, and we're going to be looking at various grammar points which would be very useful for today. So we're looking at connectives, reflexive verbs also. How many connectives do you remember? What is a connective? Can you give me an example? So connectives are words we use to express maybe contrast in ideas or similarities. For example, we would have although, or such as, or as well, caused by. Can you think of any other? Or nevertheless. Luca, however, yes, very good. What about you, Alice? Can you think of any other connectives? Anyone? No? Okay, so let's move on. Right. So, question number 1. Who do you think is beautiful? And what is beautiful about him or her? Right. So, Luca, Alice, have we got anyone else in there so we can get some more opinions? For example, I think that my mother is very beautiful. Um, she is very open-minded. She's got a very strong character, strong. Just she's very strong in general, reliable, and no matter what, she's always there to listen. Okay, so I think she's very, very beautiful. But also aesthetically, I mean, she has beautiful red hair, which now is blonde. She's got beautiful blue eyes, very pale skin, and she's got a very nice figure. Okay, so who do you think is beautiful? Luca? Alice? Okay, well, let's move on to the second question. What is considered beautiful or handsome in your country? Right. In my country, I don't know if Luca remembers because this is maybe our second or third webinar together. In my country, beauty, I'm not sure. But when I was growing up, I was always taught that beauty was a nice balance between character and also physique. So you'd have to have a good heart, a good mind, but also have pride in how you look. Not to say that you had to be beautiful, like you had to look amazing or, just, yeah, amazing. It was more like you took pride in your hair, you took pride in who you are, you had self-confidence. So I was always brought up with these morals that you had to make sure that beauty was something a 360-degree word where you had to look at you had to look at everything. You had to have a nice balance. So yeah, whether you're male or female. Now, let me just highlight that we have handsome and we have beautiful. So would we say that a man is beautiful? Not really. Beautiful is mostly for women. Okay. I say mostly, I'll explain in a moment. But then we've got handsome, which is mostly for men. Okay. There are exceptions, however, where, okay, so let me recap. Beautiful is for men and, beautiful is for women and handsome is for men. With the word handsome, we do have some exceptions, however. Exception would be maybe a woman who is androgynous and has a specific type of beauty that she would look great as a woman and great as a man, or she has a very striking beauty, something that is not usual. So, striking beauty. Okay. that would mean a specific beauty that is not very rare. For example, if we look at handsome, we could say, I don't know if you know Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton is handsome. Tilda Swinton is a model, a supermodel, and she's an actress, and she's often a muse for some artists. Is handsome. Okay. Could you think of another celebrity or Hollywood figure that would be handsome? Anybody? Any Italian celebrities or European or American or whatever you like? We have Tilda Swinton. She's from the UK. She's very striking. She's very tall, very thin. She's got very short hair. She's red hair, but it tends to be like a strawberry blonde, which is like blondie red. And she's got very striking features in her face, very sculptured, and these big animated eyes that are color of ice. She really is splendid. She's like really spectacular. Another person that you could call handsome would be maybe Grace Jones from the 80s. Grace Jones is handsome. Okay. Right. Luca, have you disappeared? Where you gone? Alice. Okay, so the third question would be, what is cool and looks? What is cool in looks and fashion? Right. What is cool in looks and fashion? I know that every country has different let's see, things that they call cool. For example, in Ireland, something that's cool would be, in Ireland, I think Irish girls tend to keep their hair up and they put a big onion, a big bun on their head. And it seems that every girl does it. So that is quite cool. But then I come to Italy and I see what is quite cool is Italian girls with braids. I don't know, they're kind of braids in their hair with really long hair. That is considered quite cool. And then when I go to Germany, I can see a very different thing. People with jeans that are very short and quite hipstery. That seemed to be quite cool. Okay, Luca, good to have you back. So, could you tell me, who do you think is beautiful? Um, so there's various things, and if you go to Japan, the dress code is very, very different. They like exaggerated costume, cosplay type fashion. So everything is a bit tight, very large, and some really linear shapes, and bold colors. Bold colors. Tan skin is beautiful. I'm not sure. Is tan skin for the second question, Luca? I'm not sure. Yeah, in Ireland, tan skin, fake tan skin is the fashion. Yeah, I see a lot of girls that apply fake color. Okay, first question. Right. Right. So, 4, where do we get these ideas? I think that a lot of the trends that happen are maybe, well, at least nowadays, they already existed in the past, and I think that people look back and they choose something from the past and they bring it to the future. Oh, that is the sweetest thing. I hope she's watching. Luca says his wife is beautiful. Okay. Okay, Luca. Usually, if we're going to say my wife is beautiful, we would just put a full stop, as wife is always a woman. So we don't need to repeat. Or we could say, my wife is a beautiful woman. So we could say my wife is beautiful, full stop, or we can emphasize and say my wife is a beautiful woman. Okay? Yes, very good. Okay, excellent. So I hope Luca's wife, if you're watching, I hope you see this message. It's dedicated to you. Okay, so right. And a lot of the time, these ideas come from also maybe society in general or TV. You know, a lot of designers and advertising agencies, they create trends for the year before or the year after. So maybe they're 1 year ahead or 2 years ahead, and they do a lot of research and they say, okay, this is what's going to be fashion. So it depends. Okay, comes from culture, it comes from the past. It always comes from the past and it gets rejuvenated. Yes. Okay, thank you, Luca. So moving on. Right. Body image vocabulary. What is body image? Okay. What is body image? I can see you all out there. Come on, drop in your comments. Let me hear you. Let me see your comments. Can anyone tell me what they think what body image is? Parts of the body. Okay. Alice, have you gone? Are you gone? Come back. Yes, Luca, could be parts of the body. Anyone else? Yeah, body image could be part of the body in the overall look. So the overall look of someone. Yeah, okay. So what do you think each of these mean? Okay, I will read the list. from left to right, okay? So we've got self-esteem, influence, perception, enhance, self-respect, producing effects on others, how you see something, or raise to a higher degree. Okay, who can help me match the vocabulary with their meanings? Great, Luca. Okay, self-esteem, self-confident. Good. The next one? Oops. Okay. Maybe an influence? What do you think influence means? Now, influence could be a verb and a noun. So influence could be a verb and a noun. Okay, influence. Yes, very good, Luca. Very, very good. Perception. What do you think perception is? To perceive would be the verb, and perception would be noun. Okay? Yes, Luca, very good. Perception, how you see someone. Excellent. Okay, so what about enhance? Anyone? Yes, very good. To raise to higher. Okay, so to enhance would be a verb. Okay, excellent job. Really, really, really good. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at question number 1. Do you think most people have high or low self-esteem? What do you think? What do you think? Luca, do you have high or low self-esteem? I love the word self-esteem because I think it varies quite often. Maybe you have days where it's quite high and days where it's a bit low, depending on your surroundings at that time. I don't think it's possible to have high self-esteem all the time because that, for me, could be quite tiring. to be constantly sure of who you are, but I think maybe you do have like a trend of up days that are up really strong and high self-esteem, and then days where you've got low self-esteem. Okay, Luca, I think most people have low self-esteem. In my case, I have high. Okay, good. So Luca, regarding my comment about having days where your self-esteem is high and days where it's low, would you agree with me? I think I've got a nice balance. I think I've got high self-esteem in general, but I do recognize that there are some days where I'm like, it's not so high based on what I have to do, I guess. So what do you think, Luca? Yeah, a lot of people, I think maybe also that today's generation, like from after maybe the late 90s, when the internet was more present, I think that people have the newer generations have less self-esteem because they don't have much opportunity to interact anymore. They're always on the internet. They're always isolated themselves. And I think that self-esteem is created through interactions with people and certain situations in life and making mistakes and living experiences, so your self-esteem gets built that way. So yeah. Oh, Luca, yes. So yes, I agree, it's difficult to always have self-esteem. Yeah, it's difficult to always be that way. It's very tiring mentally. Yeah. So I think the earlier generations, right up to the 90s, where there were no cell phones, there were no internet, people had more self-esteem and self-awareness. Self-awareness. Okay. Don't worry, Luca. I can see there are many other people out there watching. Why don't you drop me a comment? What do you think self-esteem is like? Do you think that most people have low or high self-esteem? What are your opinions? Drop them in the comments. You're back. Okay, great. Thank you. So let's look at question 2. Who or what influences your body image? That's an interesting question. I'm sure a lot of you have mixed opinions on this, so it'd be really great to see your comments. Right. I think that depending on your self-awareness and self-esteem, the source of influence changes. So, okay, welcome back. So I think that, for example, in my opinion, for me, it would be in my situation. I think that the weather kind of influences my body image because I feel lethargic, feel like, oh, it's gray outside, oh, it's raining, so I tend to dress differently. I wear dark colors, more comfortable, to make myself feel more comfortable and at home. But then there's also the influence of the people around me. If I'm with very negative people, it tends to have an effect on my image. Or if I'm around really positive people, like very positive and energetic and up, people are go-getters. I tend to be more colorful. I wear more colorful clothes. Luca, the expressions on your face. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that some people are quite transparent, including myself. I can't hide my expression. So if I'm not happy, you can see it. If I'm angry, you can see it. Or if I'm lying, you can see it. It's just something that you can't hide. Yeah. Okay. So, what are other people's perceptions of you? That's a difficult question, don't you think? Perceptions are so varied, and it depends on who the person is and their mindset. So let's give an example. You have a very a person who's got low self-esteem, or their mindset is negative, someone who always sees things negative. Probably their perception of me would be that I am maybe, in Italian we say pesante, but in English we would say full on. That I'm quite full on. But then if you have a person, yes, Luca, exactly. You can't hide what you feel regarding number 2. Excellent. So perceptions of people a person who's got low self-esteem and who's negative would probably see my character as full on, or someone who's quite exuberant. But if you have another person who's very positive, they've got a positive mindset, and they a very broad outlook on life, and they're very open-minded, they might say that my character is quite balanced and positive. So perceptions are very different regarding who the person is and what their perception would be. Don't you think, Luca? Okay, I'm sure you'll have an interesting opinion. So let's look at number 4. What do people do to enhance their looks? Oh, what a question. I think everyone could answer that in a heartbeat. People nowadays, to enhance their looks, if we're talking about looks, we're talking about their hair, their beauty, their physique. I think a lot of them use Instagram to manipulate how they look, to give another perception. They want people to perceive them in a certain way. Ah, wonderful. Thank you. So others think of me that I am, okay, that you are level-headed. Others think of me as level. Okay, right. So yeah, they would think of you as level-headed. I see. Interesting. Okay. So going back to number 4, Luca, would you agree with me that for the most part, people enhance their looks through Instagram and using filters to make themselves look happier, to make themselves look, I don't know, more serene and more tranquil, more balanced, thinner or curvier, or just generally to have people believe that they're in a certain state of mind to hide their true feelings. Then, yes, Luca, other people just generally take care of their body. Absolutely. Yes, they would go to the gym. They would go and do some exercise classes. Yes, I totally agree. Okay, so let's look at connecting phrases. Now we said at the beginning about connectives, and Luca kindly said that there were although was one. Here we have others, which we have apart from, in spite of, as long as, although, and nevertheless. Okay, so connecting phrases. How can we connect these ideas? Do you think most people have high or low self-esteem? Okay, right. So I'm going to read the paragraph, and I would like for you to think about which connective goes in which space, and please write it in the box. I think most people have low self-esteem. The media shows us only skinny, beautiful people. I think most people will have low self-esteem. Supermodels? No one looks like that in real life. I'm not sure supermodels really look that great in real life. I think there are many people with high self-esteem. All the images from the media. Yes, Luca, regarding question number 4 from the previous slide, they show themselves as busy, never lazy, or depressed. Exactly. Yes, I totally agree. So while you're thinking about which connective to put in which space, let me tell you something. In my previous life, I worked in the fashion industry, and I worked with many models, supermodels, in New York and in Paris. And I can honestly say that regarding one of the phrases in this paragraph, models generally are, supermodels at least, genuinely are, for the most part, really beautiful. So there's a reason why they're called supermodels. For example, in the early 2000s, I dressed Kate Moss in London. I dressed her behind the fashion show while she was getting ready, and I can tell you, she is very beautiful, but at the same time quite thin and very petite. So a lot of them look tall, maybe taller than they are. But Kate Moss, for example, is one of the shortest models in the industry. And but I can honestly tell you she is beautiful. Beautiful because she's got a very particular jawline, particular face, and they're very kind as well. Quite intelligent and kind. So I like this paragraph because I get to talk about that experience. So number 1, Luca. Although, right. So let's have a look. I think most people have low self-esteem, although the media shows us only skinny, beautiful people. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Although, what about number 2? Oh, excuse me. Anyone else? 2, as long as. Let's see. I think most people will have low self-esteem. Okay, as long as supermodels, no one looks like that. As long as? Not really. No. 3, nevertheless. Nevertheless, I'm not sure supermodels really look that great in real life. Okay. So Luca chose although for number 1. As long as for number 2. And 3, nevertheless. Right. What about 4? 4? Anybody? So let's have a look. I'm not sure supermodels really look like that great in real life. I think there are many with high self-esteem. Right. Let's have a look. Right. So number 1, as long as. I'm sorry, Luca. Number 2, apart from. Number 3, although. Number 4, nevertheless. And number 5, as long as. Right, there we go. So sorry about that, Luca. Let's try and have a look. So as long as the media shows us only skinny people, I think people will have low self-esteem. Apart from models, no one looks like that. So apart from, that means if you get the models aside, you've got the rest of the world. No one looks like that in real life. Yeah, I agree with that. There are very few. Okay, although I'm not sure supermodels really look like that in real life, nevertheless, I think. Okay, all right, let's move on. Okay, body shape. Got body shape, teeth, nose, skin, stomach, bottom, muscles, and wrinkles. Okay, what do people worry most about and why? I think people worry most about body shape and wrinkles. But maybe today, like today's days, I will put in bottom as well. Do you know what bottom is? Okay. What do you think, guys? Or let's look at it on a personal note. I worry about, let's see, my skin and my nose. Wrinkles. I like wrinkles. And wrinkles are if you grow old gracefully, then you've got nice lines on your face. The lines represent experiences, so I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yes, I think so. Today's day, girls worry most about their bottom. Yes, yes, I agree, Luca. Luca, what do you worry about? Okay, so on a general basis, I think, let's see, most girls worry about their bottom. However, there are those that are more obsessed about their wrinkles. Luca, I'm worried about my teeth. I'm obsessed. Yes. Can you put that sentence in? Can you put a connective into that sentence, please? Let's see. While let's see. Although women are more conscious about their body, I think there are still a huge amount of men that are worried too about their body shape. I have 3 brothers and they all have different body shapes and they often worry about their beer bellies. Okay. Anybody else want to add? Okay, so Luca, have you got one more sentence using a connective, please? I can give one more. As long as the media shows beautiful women with the perfect body and the perfect eyes and the perfect hair, today's generation will continue to have low self-esteem. Okay, so guys, we are running out of time. So if I can have one more sentence just to make sure that you use the connectives sufficiently or correctly or greatly, just drop it in the comment. Okay, we've got a nice example here using nevertheless. I don't think teeth are a big worry. Nevertheless, I take care of them very well. Okay, guys, thank you very much for participating today. Oh, Luca, let's get this in. I have no muscle in spite of that. I have a good body shape. Very good. I have no muscles, and in spite of that, I have a good body shape. Okay. Thank you, guys, for participating. Thank you, Luca, for being an excellent student. Well done in Bologna. And say hi to everyone in Bologna for me. I hope to see you soon in my next webinar. And I will catch you all later. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Bye bye.